Our life ended the minute you went away.
I did that for my grandmother, and you know it. Don't try to use it against me. And while I was gone, all I could think about was our first date, our first dance. That was the night I first noticed your big brown eyes, your soft lips, and this slender figure of yours.
Shia LaBeouf, everybody.
That was number 7, Missy Elliott with Teary-Eyed. And I'm here with my co-host, Shia LaBeouf, who happens to also be the star of the new movie, The Greatest Game Ever Played.
Yes, I am.
Now, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I know 2 things. Is it true that it's a story about golf?
No, it's about breakdancing in the 60s. Yes, it's about golf.
Tell me all about it.
It's basically about this golfer who was like the Gandhi of sports. He was the first Jackie Robinson. He was the first Tiger Woods, a guy who really came into a sport and changed it completely, you know?
Now, I hear that you actually had to learn how to play golf, and you trained for
6
months and
months.
months. And I hear that you
6
actually
months.
got really good, and that Tiger Wolfs actually saw it.
Tiger Wolfs?
Tiger... Wait.
Who in the hell is Tiger Wolfs?
Tiger Woods!
All right, Tiger Woods.
Well, if he had a wolf, he'd probably, you know...
Be Tiger
or if he had
Wolves?
several, it'd be wolves.
That sucks.
I hear that Tiger Wood... Sorry about that. I hear that Tiger Wood saw the movie and
He
thinks
did.
that you had a great swing. Tell me...
He liked it. He liked the swing. He liked
How's
the
that
movie.
feel to have...
Pretty cool. Bill Clinton liked it too, and I don't pay taxes. Take that.
Okay, well, you know what? It's time to put your money where your wolves
right.
are at. And
Let's do
we
it.
set up this mini putting course. So here's 3 holes to represent the songs that
Okay.
you have to sing. And
So if I make it in one, I have to sing the song?
yes.
Got it. Here we go.
Okay, so first is Chai's turn. Are you ready to go? Ready, aim, karaoke.
Get him!
Wow. Wow. He wasn't lying, everyone. He wasn't lying. He can play.
Wake up.
And speaking of transformation, as we have been all night, this man has had a major evolution from Disney TV star to fully fledged leading man. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Shia LaBeouf.
That was a nice intro, man. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. We
Yeah.
worked long and hard at it. I'm glad you're pleased with it.
Yeah. I liked it.
Now, how are you enjoying the experience so far?
It's great, man. It's, it's another award show. It's cool. It's very
This
cool.
is a very special award show.
It is a special
We
one.
rolled out the, I guess, the raspberry carpet.
It's a magenta, isn't it?
magenta. I like the way you've
Magenta.
done that. Or magenta.
We can get plural about
Right.
it.
But we can't stand here without talking about this sweet ride.
No,
I mean,
it's
this
pretty
is,
nice.
This is one hell of a car.
Yeah, man.
This
Get a
is
shot.
This is an American muscle car right here. This is Bumblebee. This is your car in the movie. So you're one of the few lucky people from around the world that's actually got
Driven
to...
it, yeah.
Did you get to open it up?
It's a badass car, man.
How badass is badass?
It's fast, dude. It's really fast. You can push this car fast. I mean, it's like, I think it's like 400 horsepower. It's a quick
Wow.
car.
That's a big engine in there.
Yeah, and the
it-
inside is sick.
What was your first car?
It was a Volvo. That was a really crappy Volvo. It was like an '88 Volvo. But it was like the first time I got a little bit of money, so I started putting TVs and things in the
As you
headrests. But it was a Volvo, and so all the accessories I put in cost more than the car, which is really backwards my thinking. But it had rims on it. It looked like a really sick, crappy car. If you can get my, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I hope that stays in the junkyard. But I mean, from
Yeah.
Volvo to this, you
Yeah.
stepped up your game. Very well
Just a
done.
bit.
Welcome back, TRL, live from Times Square. Shia LaBeouf hanging out. Damien here. Last time Shia was here, we had, last time you were here, we laid down right here. We acted out a scene from the real world. It was tremendous.
Yeah.
And right now you're a big, Hollywood movie star. Transformers, obviously hugely CGI animated movie.
Right.
Required acting and a lot of special effects. What are you doing? Okay, that's right.
Gotta get it out, gotta get it out.
Creepy. This really required some acting, a lot of special effects too, like green screens or a pole with a tennis ball attached to it, which eventually becomes a robot, right?
Right.
In post. Well, the one thing right here, we got this. Let's bring this in right here.
There she is.
One thing doing a CGI
My lady.
action scene. Today, we're going to raise the bar, see if we can do a romantic scene with this lovely lady right here. This is our CGI pole. These are what they look like, right?
That's what they look like. Yeah.
So what's going to happen is, I know this isn't easy, but you know what we should do actually just to make it. Thank you, Joey.
Yeah, give me some, sex it up a bit, Damien. There we go. There we go.
Let's get her a little,
Yes. There she is.
like a young Jessica Simpson.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, there you go. Look at her.
Gorgeous. It's been a long, crazy trip, my dog. And I can't let it end here. Huh?
But don't you see, there's no future for us.
No! You shut your mouth, woman. We've come too far to turn back now. Our life together is only just beginning.
Our life together Our life ended the minute you went away.
I did that for my grandmother, and you know it. Don't try to use it against me. And while I was gone, all I could think about was our first date, our first dance. That was the night I first noticed your big brown eyes, your soft lips, and this slender figure of yours.
I can't do this anymore, my love. It's time for me to go. I must go.
Stop it. Now listen, I refuse to let you walk out of here. I've spent too many days, hours, and minutes trying to make this work. Okay? And if words won't make you stay, perhaps this will.
Shia LaBeouf, everybody. We'll talk more with him right after this. Amy Winehouse, number 6 in rehab. Just let it happen. Time to bring out one of the stars of Indiana Jones. His stock just keeps rising. Please make some noise for a good friend of the show, Shia LaBeouf, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Great to have you back here at TRL. You're like extended family to us. Just want to let you know.
Right.
Indiana Jones, one of my favorite trilogies of all time. I saw the new movie on Sunday at a screening, and it was like a nostalgic trip, but it was filled with action and tremendous work that you did. And then you actually surprised the audience. We had a screening this morning, and you surprised the audience by actually showing up to a screening of Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. There's the audience freaking out right there. They went nuts. What was it like, seeing the fans and hearing the response to the movie and everything? Was that cool for you?
Oh, it was extremely enjoyable. A lot of these screenings we've been to, people are invested in the movies for more reasons than just their fanship.
Right.
So to be there with just fans and see that reaction was the best feeling in the world, man.
You had some cool like knife tricks that you did in the movie that you must have had to like choreograph and learn, I would think.
Yeah, I had a lot of time, a couple months to learn that knife thing.
And there we're showing it right there.
There it is, right there.
That's cool. So how long did that take to get down right there?
I'd say about 4 months, something like that.
4 months,
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
Did you get hurt at all doing that?
Well, it
Did you
wasn't a
stab
sharp
yourself?
blade, so I mean, the closest thing to injury was I'd flip it. Sometimes I'd be late at night, I wouldn't have my shoes on, I'd drop it on my foot or something like that.
Right.
But it wasn't sharp, so no, not really.
Right, very nice. Okay, well, our Indiana Jones special is just getting started. After a break, Shia has an enormous surprise for this audience. You guys are not going to want to miss this. You guys either at home, don't move. TRL back in a second.
Well, where are we, first of all? Talk to us.
Okay, so we're at the Slauson Rec Center. We're in the Pueblos, or the Low Bottoms. You're in the heart of probably the most marginalized area in Los Angeles.
Right.
That's part of what brought us down here. You'll meet my boy Bobby later, but we were making a movie called Tax Collector, shooting the shit, chopping it up, talking about what our dreams were as little kids. He'd always dreamed of having a theater program. We met some guys who were from this neighborhood, a guy named Bone Sloan, another guy named Bo Jangles, Bow Wow, a couple other people who sort of run this neighborhood and here every day. They said, how can you be a service to this area? I only really know how to do one thing. And so me and Bobby came down here, sort of built this thing up, and it's been flourishing for the last 10 months.
Slauson Rec Theater Company.
Yes, sir.
And you said somewhere, all we're trying to do is just change the world, basically. So how can something like this change the planet?
Basically, we're trying to extend the playground. It's small, simple things that'll change the world, right? So around here, you don't have a lot of existential time in general.
Right.
Right? So what we're trying to
Life
do
is
actually,
simple in a way, right?
Yeah, it's basically survival out
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
There's no time for how do I feel, what do I think at all. So you don't wind up with a lot of creative outlets, period. You have a lot of meritocracy in the sports and whatnot, but you don't have a lot of how do I feel, what do I think at all.
So every Saturday you're here.
Yes.
It's a 5-hour class. Anybody's welcome, non-actors welcome.
Everybody's welcome. Bow Wow's in our class, 9:30 to 2:30.
Yeah.
You have actors, you have non-actors, you have it runs the gamut, really.
Yeah.
I mean, we're sitting on their domino table, right? So like we're in their area. You know what I mean? It's his area, it's his area, it's not my area. I'm a visitor here.
Right.
White people don't come down here in general.
Right.
So in a way, we're trying to level the playing field a bit and bring people like James Cameron into the class. People
He's been here?
Yeah,
Cameron's
Tim
been here?
Robbins, people like that are they support our thing. They come in here, they teach class. The head coach of the New York Knicks was in here. So it's just like we've been mixing it up.
Right.
Celebrity chefs. Cash was in here yesterday. Musicians, Thundercat, Cuddy. Everybody's been down here. So we're building we're trying to build like a cultural hub, like
Right.
a place that where we can sprout out from. And so we've been building Devise Theater in that rec center right there, and things have been really beautiful so far.
What's it like you get into costume the first time you see yourself as your own dad, a version of your dad on set?
It was emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then on set,
Yeah.
are you and you're also watching these guys play versions of you. So are you, because you have to deliver a great performance, an authentic performance. So
I
what's
came
your
in. I
role
came
there?
in day one when Lucas started doing his thing.
Yeah.
It was day one. He started on day one with heavy too, and heavy, yeah. And I came in and saw about like 20 minutes and then left. I felt like my energy wasn't helpful, like just being on set,
Yeah.
and he had it. Like I knew he had it, and I just wanted to be as useful as possible. And then me and Noah got very close, and then when we got to set, we got very distant. So our energies shifted, right? So we had trust, and
Based
then
on the relationship in the film.
yeah. We had trust. There was love. We knew each other in it, like backwards and forward. He knew everything about me. We've been playing magic cards and having long discussions. And then when we got to set, we got very distant. And so that was kind of like, you know, that, and they had it, you know, I knew they had it, so I was able to just free my mind of like any kind of judgment that way, or like being myopic with the script and words, and like that was all gone also. You know, everybody kind of wrote their parts in a way, you know, and a lot of ad-libbing on set and things like that.
Were you intending it always to be something you shared with the world, or was it going to be just for you initially?
I never initially wanted to act in it. I thought that was over for me fully. You know, I was going to go join the National Guard or the Peace Corps or something like that, send her the script and dip off. That was really my intention. And that's how I presented it to her. And then she was like, I'm only interested in this if you're going to play your father. And I hadn't really thought that way.
Are you able to watch this one? Is there a scene in particular that's tough for you to actually watch?
No, I have distance from it now. But it's, I feel like I've excised something. It's not, like I'm not dealing with the same issues anymore. I mean, these movies, all of them, not all of them, but most of them lately, they all have a cost, and that cost like sort of relinquishes you, empties your pockets in a way. So my pockets are empty here, which has been a blessing in my life.
Yeah.
So it's quite nice to watch it now.
Did this help the relationship with your dad?
Oh yeah, it didn't just help it, it brought it back to life, it resurrected it. We weren't talking at all, zero for 7 years actually, like right around the time I met Alma. And then, she actually had the first conversations with my dad, sort of as like a translator before I had ever talked to him. And then she was the one who actually said, you know, you need to go see him. And I hadn't seen him for, 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, me and him are good. I talked to him this morning in the car. He's like a cute old man with a beard and laying in bed. Like, we're in a good spot.
Does he still call you honey boy?
Yeah.
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 Kisses on your face.
Yeah.
Has he seen the film?
Yeah, he's seen a version of the film. Yeah, he hasn't seen this version yet, but he liked the version he saw.
Were you with him when he saw it, or was that?
We kind of watched, he watched it on a computer screen on a webcam, and I was watching him watch it sort of like how I did with like all my movies. It was like, it's very strange. And then I was sitting at home watching him watching a webcam, which was crazy. And it was only like the top of his face because he's old and he don't know how the a webcam works. So he's like leaned all the way in, but it was really wild to watch it like nose up.
Yeah.
Yeah.